Showtime!
Showtime. NXT just went out there.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. It's another time. And according to the slider done that, we got a lot to talk about. Sort of. In a way. But what a day. What a few days. What you been up to, my brother?
Oof, man. Had to hit the road to Macon, Georgia, and God, I don't know what it is about South Georgia that is got so many people congested in them streets. I don't understand. 43 minutes worth of traffic going there and back. Wild, bro. I was like, okay, cool. I thought Atlanta was the only part of Georgia with traffic, but all of Georgia is full of traffic, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't just Atlanta. So too many people live in Georgia, I guess. I don't know. But aside from that, man, they're pretty chill.
I ain't been there in almost 20 years. 2009.
Man, that's more than me.
Like give or take. It's like if I don't go by 2029, it'd be 20 years.
Hey, that's more than me, brother, because that was my first time, to my knowledge. I have never been to Macon. I was like, well, I guess I'll add that to the list of cities outside of Atlanta I've been to in Georgia. Cool. So I was like, all right, and I know that people are like, wait, there's more cities than just Atlanta. Yes.
Yeah, everybody claims Atlanta for some reason. Like they have this desire to claim our city, even though they're not in the city. But
yeah. Only so many people can fit in this city, There's only so much the population can take. But nonetheless, aside from that, brother, been pretty cool. Just getting in the holiday spirits of sport.
Holidays. I'm trying to get up out of here. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, man. You already know, dog. You already know, man.
I need to find somewhere to go. I don't care if it's Macon, New York, Boston, Florida. I just gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, man. I feel you, bro. You got to. Got to.
Like I got a month to plan something. So even if it's for like 2 days, like the 24th through the 26th or 27th, that's like 5 days. Just whatever. Just get me out of here.
Get me out of here. I'm trapped.
Get me out of here.
I can't take it no more.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Let me out. Let me out.
Get me out. Get me out.
Oh, shoot, man.
Oh, man, I guess we might as well go ahead and try to, attempt to start the show.
Hold on, brother. What you got to tell the people how you been, Gresh?
Oh, okay. I've been making it. I've been making it. That's all I can say. I've been making it. Like I will get on some real stuff. I will get back to I'm good one day, but I ain't there yet. I just,
that's fair.
I'm just not physically. I'm not physically there yet. Like I've been. It's like in and out of emotions. Like Thanksgiving was rough as hell. Because hey, we were supposed to do a stream after Thanksgiving, but life happened. It is what it is. But yeah, it's it was rough as hell. Yo, salute to you, Kid Gravity. Appreciate you for kicking it with your boy.
For sure. Appreciate you, my guy. Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's like I ate a lot of food. I can tell you that for Thanksgiving.
Whoa, all right, now what was the famous plates, dog? You got to shout them out now.
Man, shout out to my sister. She tried her best. I gave her 8 out of 10, but she had some. We had some chicken. It was some type of chicken. I forgot the seasoning of it, but it was some chicken, some dressing, not stuffing. Because someone was like, "Oh, it's stuffing, not dressing." Stuffing is what goes into the turkey, not on the side. So it's dressing. We had some good dressing. Had it was some nice little gravy sprinkled on it. Had some mac and cheese.
Okay,
love me some mac and cheese.
Heck yeah, baby.
If anybody try to tell you that mac and cheese ain't ain't for Thanksgiving, they can go to hell.
Hell yeah.
Had some sweet potato pie. You love me some sweet potato pie, but I gotta try one of these days. I gotta try to make my mom sweet potato pie. She taught me the recipe. I just wasn't up in the spirit of doing it this year. But if not this year, sometime next year, I just gotta make it one time
Oh
and
yeah,
see.
got to.
I got the touch that she left.
Yeah.
So other than that, I mean, I spent it with my sister. It was depressing when I woke up. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was fucking depressing.
Yeah.
But as the day went on, I got leftovers the next day. I was literally eating everything. People don't believe me when I say I got a big ass appetite.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's that. Other than that, yeah, I've been making it. I go out of town tomorrow, so yeah, I'm back handling business, making sure these invoices are cleared. So
yes, sir.
You know what we gotta do. And with that, we might as well go ahead and roll this intro so people can know who they
Who?
rocking.
Who?
Yeet.
Yeet.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet and make noise for Gresh Unleashed.
Let's go! When the club go around here, I'm a cactus. Bang, bang, gang, I don't owe you jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Mills, you can put me on the A-list. Gresh Unleashed, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold, look at how they witness. I was taught to be the greatest. 1,000 days I'm running, check out the book of Guinness. Coolin' with the baddies in the baddie section. Guarantee you they ain't jaded. Yellow, you baby face, I ain't feeling your gimmick. The fans think it's overrated. Brock Lesnar on the beast. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bringing content on a daily. Feeling like Gresh Unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome back to the Gresh Unleashed podcast. This is episode 49 of this podcast. And joining you as always is the voice that does the most, the purveyor of mischief, Gresh. And joining me as always is none other than my partner in them, my boy, my main man, my best friend, and one of the best friends in the whole wide world. He is my main highlight reel, the voice of the Gresh Unleashed podcast. If you don't know, now you know. What is up with you, my brother?
What's happening, all my fellow sobers and soberettes? Non-sobers included. I don't know why I said that, ladies and gentlemen. We just gonna roll with it. But yes, we live, baby. We live, and we here, ready.
What up, Mark? What up, Mark? I see you in the chat. What's up, Marks? What's up?
What it do?
Left shoulder zipper.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I see y'all people. Kid Gravity.
Okay,
What's up with y'all?
what's happening?
We live, baby.
Live. Come
live,
with
baby.
us. You know,
come party. It is a party. Home sweet home is what we at.
Yes, sir.
But yo, what's up with your pot?
Man, you know, just kicking it, man. Working on getting ready to work off all this Thanksgiving food and you know, get into the week, man. Get ready for the holidays. The final.
I hope this Thanksgiving food go to my height. I'm not short. I'm not short, but it's like I want to get a little taller than I am now. So it's like hopefully all this Thanksgiving food. You know how some people be like, hope this Thanksgiving food go to my butt. I want this to go to my height. Like just add height to me, like so I can wake up and just be tall.
Bro, you probably the first person in history I done ever heard say that, bro. I ain't never ever in my life heard anybody say I wish this would go to my height. My height. Wow. I don't even know if that's genetically possible, but we're gonna rock with it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Yeah.
Marks with the mics. What's up, dog? I see you, bro. Hey. Hey, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. What's up?
But man, yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep wishing that this food go to my height.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the first person in history to alter these genetics.
Genetically impossible to make it possible, ladies and gentlemen. I'm with it. Brother, you will be the first scientific experiment. This just in, y'all. Thanksgiving food makes you grow. Not in your stomach, not in your bottom, not in your thighs. It makes you grow in your height. You're gonna wake up and be 7 inches taller.
Yes. Tall and slanky.
Oh my God. Wow.
But speaking of impossible, we said it wouldn't be, I said it wouldn't be possible, but I'm here to bite the bullet because what we're going to talk about today, might as well go ahead and talk about it. We're going to talk about the return of none other than Phillip Brooks, Mr. CM Punk, to the WWE. That is our main course. That is your main course. For those of you who are tuning into the Gresh Unleashed podcast, that is what we're going to be talking about mainly. Also, we're going to talk about Raw, NXT, AEW, the Continental Classic. So much to talk about. And we might as well not even waste any more time. But before we get to that, we got some updates for you. The Gresh Unleashed news specifically.
Come on now.
Our third annual End of the Year Awards will be going down next month. That is pretty soon, within the next couple of weeks. For those who aren't aware or are new around here, the End of the Year Awards is a cross-podcasting show where we basically treat it like the Slammy Awards, where we create categories and award the winners first off on the Gresh Unleashed podcast, and it concludes over on the Life's a Botch podcast. Since last year was well received, the Listener's Choice categories will be returning this year as well, where we will list poll options over on www.greshunleashed.com, and you, the listener, get your voice heard. It's an overall fun experience, so make sure you tune into that. And speaking of tuning in, Gresh on YouTube, our sister channel, which is our main channel. My first What If video is in nearly 2 months dropped this past week. If it was what if Tribal Chief Roman Reigns faced Triple H in his prime, that will be pre-quad tear Triple H from 2000 to 2001, 2002. It was a fun thing to do, and I'll definitely do more of those in the new year and just step back outside the box, because that's what I feel like those type of videos should be, especially if there's video games involved. But if you want to peep that what if video, especially for those of you who are fans of my gaming videos, make sure you're subscribed to youtube.com/itsgresh or /@itsgresh, or by simply searching Gresh, and my face should be the first thing you see. So let's check back into the chat. Mark might say you got to eat chitlins to get taller.
Oh, brother, I don't know if that's getting you taller. I know that's doing. It ain't getting you taller, brother.
You expect me to eat shit to get taller? All right. But I ain't finna dismiss. Listen, I'm from the South. I ain't finna dismiss chitlins because I've had a few. So I know a lot of people ain't really fan of chitlins, but I've had them. It depends on who make them. Things be busting. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
but I don't eat it. I don't eat it often. I don't eat it often.
God, please. My goodness.
I don't eat it often. I know you discussed it. It's okay. Listen.
I can't, dog.
I'm just saying.
I can't.
I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. If I want to get taller, I gotta eat what I gotta eat.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a little bit taller. Come on, dog. Come on. I feel it. Who am I to knock? I got you.
This man is over me at this point. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with this man? Hey, I did say on Twitter I was going to be on my worst behavior, so that's literally what I'm doing.
That's my bro, fam. This is what we do. This is what we do. Hey, man.
But speaking of what we do, we might as well go ahead and get right into the show, and that is to start off with our annual football roundup, ladies and gentlemen. It is where we take 120 seconds to basically recap our past week in football, in the gridiron that we don't ever play because we are not going to be football players, but we're gonna be fans about this. So we might as well go ahead and hop into it. I start first, then my boy Highlight goes first, and it goes next, and then we go right there. We might as well go ahead and put 120 seconds, that's 2 minutes on the clock, starting now. Yo, while I was full of Thanksgiving leftover, I ate too much, more than I should probably have, by the way, but that's besides the point. The Miami Dolphins took the game to the New York Jets. Shout out to Jalen Phillips, wishing him a speedy recovery from the injury he sustained during that game. It was brutal. I believe it was an ACL or something with his leg. I have to look to verify. But the setback is only the setup for a dope comeback. Wishing you a speedy recovery. But in the end, the Dolphins got the win over the New York Jets, 34-13. It was also a bye week on Sunday for them. But a win's a win. And wait, there's more. On the college side of things, the Georgia Bulldogs once again walked away with the dub. This time against Georgia Tech. Their next game will be on December 2nd for the SEC. With these wins, I will not be on my best behavior going forward. So the floor is yours, my brother. Go ahead.
Yes. Speaking of bye weeks, ladies and gentlemen, the Tennessee Titans just then finally won a game for Lord knows how long now. And ironically, they beat the worst team in the NFL, as in i.e. the first pick, who lost their first pick because they're not even the first pick, the Carolina Panthers, ladies and gentlemen. But shout out to Big Derrick Henry getting a couple of TDs and Tubbs adding to his already Hall of Fame-like career. We'll see what happens going forward. Likely, like I told y'all, I'm checked out. I don't expect much from the Titans. It is what it is, but a win's a win. I'll take it, people. Shout out to them boys. They've been winning on a roll. Now, many people say they haven't been doing this against really high-quality teams, but it is what it is. Cowboys are Cowboys. They're doing their thing, and if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm just waiting on the epic failure. We'll see what happens.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your football roundup. Well, we basically talk our shit, our usual crap about football and what is going on. Go Falcons. Fuck them. Go Dolphins. I was about to slip up. Go Dolphins.
Who said that? Ooh.
Who said that? I was about to slip up. Who said that? No. Go Dolphins.
Yikes.
And go Dogs. Absolutely not. Who? Don't know who said that.
Ooh.
But moving on from that, because we're gonna move on there. That's besides the point. Next up, we got a situation where we go step into the either or both of them. For those of you who have been a fan of this, this is the part where we create random wrestling scenarios that we would have 90 seconds to choose and explain why it could or could not work. And if the person can't choose, their safe word or cop out is to simply say both of them. Do you got one this week?
I kind of have one.
All right, let's go with it.
So, been watching the story of, and I was thinking about the story between Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin, No Way Out 2001. And I said to myself, now, what was interesting about all of this is that it was leading to the road of WrestleMania, but all of that was the conclusion to the storyline of the Stone Cold Steve Austin getting ran over angle, which led me to believe. Now, would you have chose a different culprit at the time? Would you have chosen someone else to be the mastermind behind running over Stone Cold Steve Austin? Or the lackey?
I probably would have changed the lackey because at the time Rikishi was so popular that it was like, why are we turning him heel right now? When it's like and then by the time that they rectified it, his popularity wasn't as popular as it was before the heel turn.
Yeah.
So it's like I would probably change it. I probably would have it someone that can afford to lose to Stone Cold like that. I'll probably give it to somebody like was Billy Gunn injured at that time? I'll probably give it to like him or somebody who wasn't injured. Like
yeah, I think
was Billy Gunn injured at that time?
I think he was. I'm trying to think of who would have fit that mold better than Rikishi at that time, because it was like there were so many different ways you could have went. You could have, I don't know, you could have did Eddie Guerrero, maybe, kind of, possibly.
I mean, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, was he injured?
I can't remember if that was the time he was injured either. I know Benoit was.
They revealed it during the summer?
Yeah, it was a summer. It was definitely a summer reveal.
So yeah, Benoit wasn't injured. He was still around.
Okay, well, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Invasion angle. That's right. He wasn't there for that angle. So yeah, I mean, you could have used any of those radicals: Benoit, Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, if you wanted. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It could have been any of those guys. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I would have picked anybody because let's be real. Like if the whole end game was for Triple H to be eventually revealed as the culprit behind the mastermind, and yeah, anybody could have been that way. But I wouldn't have sacrificed Rikishi's momentum for that just for him. I mean, we got the I did it for the Rock out of it, but that's about it.
Nope.
And the bump from the top of the Hell in the Cell, but that's all you can really say right there. So
yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have. That's the only thing I would have did. I would change that. So
That's fair.
But yeah, that's what I would do. What about you?
In all honesty, like you, I probably would have changed that because I mean the Rikishi angles. I still even remember when that was live. Not too much kind of getting into that. I was kind of like, not Rikishi. I like Rikishi. You know what I'm saying? It was like, why? And it didn't make sense. And then for him to just get beat down and mercifully beat down by Austin was just like, what was the point of this? It just didn't really do him any favors other than getting tossed off the Hell in a Cell by the Undertaker. So it was just like, okay.
And then after that, he went into a tag team with Haku to face on the Brothers of Destruction. And then when they had nothing else to do with the heel, they just turned him back babyface by Stink facing Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I have to go back and remember who was at that time somebody that could have. I feel like that could have worked out better for someone where they would have gotten a little more over from it because Rikishi was already over, So I don't know. Heck, maybe even Jericho could have got away with that before his infamous 2002 run. I don't know. Who knows?
And Jericho, wasn't he? What were they doing with him at this? I think he was one of the popular guys. So it's like anybody who was popular, like the Jerichos or anybody, I wouldn't have turned him in.
True, that's true. But remember, they made it work for Jericho because he made that run when he got on that very first heel run. He took that and just ran. I don't know if he would have got that heel run at that time, but maybe.
I'm about to say it depends, and even that's kind of up for debate too, because when Jericho did that heel run with the undisputed title, that brother was pretty much fed to Triple H. So, or like when you look back at that road to WrestleMania feud, he was pretty much like the side character between the rivalry between Stephanie and Triple H. So that's why I'm like, that wasn't even perfect. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this week's either or both of them. We typically do this just to set the tone and to break the ice and all that good stuff. So if you guys continue to enjoy this, we will continue to do it. That's pretty much all we gotta say. Might as well go ahead and talk about NXT from what we just saw, so we can get that out the way. Quick thoughts. What you think about this show?
It was a show. Shout out to my girl Kiana James, ending it on a fighting note because I mean she kind of got screwed, and so that was justifiable. Roxanne,
even though Roxanne was given a receipt for Kiana screwing her out of the title, the qualifying match. So it was just a night of receipts, for that. But it's going to be a last chance qualifying match for next week. So who knows how they'll book that?
Yeah, they'll probably cancel each other out on that one. I'm guessing it looks like that feud's far from over. So I guess we'll see who wins that one. But aside from that, bro, I'd say I don't know if anything else.
Yeah, like I texted you, I was like, it was outside of certain moments, it was one of the weaker episodes this week for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like weak as bad. It was more so like, oh, okay, this happened. This is happening. This is happening. It was a few moments like now them potentially, how we just talked about Rikishi and Triple H, the mastermind, then potentially basically duplicating that with Who Attacked Trick with Lexus King, the guy who they are swearing up and down that I'm supposed to care about, but I'm just not. I am not moved.
Yeah, him wrestling Briggs Jensen did not do
I was not moved at all. I'm like, and people call me a hater, and I'm like, bro, I am not hating. I'm telling you how I feel. This guy sucks. He sucked his Brian Pillman Jr. He sucks his Lexus King.
Wait, cue that rock soundbite. This guy absolutely
sucks.
Hey, you need that as a soundbite for this dude now. hey, cue that every time you mention Lexus King. This guy absolutely sucks. Oh man, oh bro, you're in there.
Because Lexus King goes and prays every time, God. Yes, John. But my name's Lexus. It doesn't.
Oh man, you had to be there, bro. Prime rock, man. Oh boy. Oh,
people said he buried Billy Gunn, but yo, I want them to bury Lexus King. I do not care, bro. Listen, if he did not have that beard, because that's the only thing I be talking about, that rented beard that he be rocking every week. If he did not have that beard, I would not give a single fuck about Lexus King. I already don't. Like, I'm looking at this man's beard, like, bro, why does that not look real? Why is it drawn on?
Oh, poor guy.
It's like he pulled up a category on a flyer and said, yeah, I want that one. And they just said, AI. His whole face is AI generated.
Sadly enough, I mean, it is what it is. You can't
listen, Marks with the mic. I hear you. Trust the process. It's been three.
What
process?
It's
been a month. It's been a month.
What?
Has it been a month?
Yeah. If you count the vignettes,
has it been a month?
If you count the vignettes, probably like, 2.
So how long is this process? You could probably blame it on my short attention span, but how long is this process? How long am I supposed to? How am I supposed to wait for it to be moved? I'm literally sitting like this.
You know what? I should have used this for either or both of them. You sit through a 20-minute Dominic match, or just deal with Lexus King in general.
I'm watching Dominic.
Exactly.
At least I'm entertained by Dominic.
Exactly.
At least I'm entertained by. I feel nothing with Lexus. I'm literally this animated because I'm like, yo, people want me to care.
Man, I tell you, you can't.
120, bro. 120 days. That man has been in this thing 120 days. If the math is mathing,
it don't work for everybody, man. Sometimes you think you come from one company.
And it's funny how people assume that my not liking him is fresh, bro. When he had his feud with MJF, I knew he wasn't it. That dude hit every generic babyface trope in the world. MJF literally went out there and insulted your father and your mother and your sister, and you went out there with a steel chair and hit the taunt button mid-move, bro. I'm hitting this. I'm nuking this man, and you talking about, yeah, guys, cheer for me, bro. What are you doing? He got the Hogan beard from the NWO. Yes, Hogan be wearing that. Put that on. Too.
Not the Hogan beard, bro. Jesus.
The Hogan beard.
That's serious. With the Steve Harvey special. It works.
For those of you who don't understand that reference, Steve Harvey used to rock a toupee every time he was on the Steve Harvey show back in the early 2000s.
Rent a beard, rent a hairstyle. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
All these people renting stuff, like, bro, grow it or let it go. It's okay. But we might as well go ahead and try to speed through NXT. Like I said, NXT was all right. The tag team champions, the family retained over Was it Los Lotharios or Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza? That was a thing. Like you mentioned, what you call it? Kalani James defeated Kiana James thanks to Roxanne Perez. She was looking a little upset there.
Like Wednesday.
And you said like Wednesday.
Heck yeah.
She do it like Wednesday. She do it like Wednesday.
Bro, I can't get that out.
Shout out Jenna Ortega.
If Wednesday was an NXT character, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. All right.
He says Steve Toupee got more character than Lexus. That
exactly.
exactly.
Oh no, man.
Exactly. I be trying to tell y'all.
See, you see,
I be trying to tell y'all,
man. How does it feel to be me?
How does it feel to be mid? Speaking of feeling, Chase U is in debt. Like we were supposed to. What the hell are we supposed to do with that information? What are we supposed to do with that information? I'm in debt. You probably in debt. Who cares? I thought it was gonna be something more bigger, but they was like, "Oh yeah, they're in debt." Okay, you live in Florida, of course. It's the debt central.
I'm mad that we got a whole Blue Yeti microphone right dead center. WWE, hold on, man. Yo, seriously. All right, first it was the goddamn Cosmic Brownies, bro. Now you got Yeti microphones in front of what the bruh? Come on, man. What the heck, bro? Y'all got
rocking that Yeti
money.
I was rocking that Yeti 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I understand you doing it, bruh. This is a multi-million-dollar company. Why we got Blue Yetis out here, dog? Oh man, dog, I'm out. This that's it.
I can see why y'all in debt. Y'all rocking Blue Yetis. Y'all ain't got no money. Chase, you ain't got no money,
bruh. Guys, what the heck?
Speaking of what the heck are they doing with Joe Gacy?
Oh God, bro, that really took me out the moment I saw that. I said, "Yeah, I'm done."
I'm about to say, shout out to, let me see, pull it up on Twitter. Shout out to a lot of people writing strictly for the culture. Always strictly for the culture. They replied. They basically was like, because I was asking this question on Twitter. They said it may be a Raven-esque persona. The way he was talking reminded them of Prime Raven in ECW. It seems like Gacy is going for a tortured soul like vibe. Do you think that's what they're doing? Because he been rambling for some reason.
At this point, make me care because I sure don't.
I don't either. But I'm just like, what? I'm literally looking at the TV like, all right.
Shout out to the homie Raven. You know what I'm saying? Had him on the podcast. I that if they're trying to do that, don't disrespect that man like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect that man like that, y'all. No. Raven didn't take ring bells and run off with him.
I'm like,
what are we doing? Stupid.
What are we doing here?
Oh God. I was just like, bro, what? It's like, mine. What? That's all I could think of, bro. I was thinking of little rodents when they're mine. What? What the heck you got against ring bells, bro? You broke? You struggling for change?
And it's funny how they trying to convince us that he's unemployed, bro. He's on NXT. He is employed. He did not get fired. No one fired him. Shawn Michaels supposed to be the authority figure. He didn't come out on TV and fired him. So as far as I'm concerned, he's employed. He's just hiding under the ring for some reason. Just like Ariana Grace said last week, take a shower. Get a clue. Okay. All right. That's what I'm saying. that whole thing's. I'll give just like y'all want me to do with Lexus King. I'll trust the process with this. Will I care? Probably not, but I will trust the process. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of process, Ilya Dragunov wrecked Nathan Frazier.
Yeah. Can't say I'm surprised by that one.
Look. I trolled on Twitter when they announced this match was happening. I was like, yo, at Ilya Dragunov. I also heard Nathan Frazier say that forearm of yours was mid. It was shit. And I actually at him on it. I was trolling. So I just felt like doing it. And then this happened. I'm like, my fault. Because he hit him with 3 H-bombs.
That brother is dead. That brother is dead.
That brother is,
because that brother is dead.
Ding dong, the man is dead. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If another man mount me like this, you just gotta shoot him. At this point, if you mountain me like this after you whoop my ass, I gotta shoot you. Like, we got problems now. We got a situation going on. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh God, that is a meme. That is so mean. Oh my gosh.
LeBron Breaker obviously won his qualifying match against our boy who we don't care for, Eddie Thorpe. And I'm guessing so far we got 4 out of 5 for the Iron Survivor Challenge. Braun Breaker, like I said on Twitter, this man is just doing side missions.
Pretty much.
At this point, they need to. I don't care if it's at the Royal Rumble. I don't care if it's after WrestleMania. They just need to get this man up out of NXT.
At some point,
bump after WrestleMania. It needs to be by the Royal Rumble. This man got to get up out of here because he's literally just on autopilot.
Like, for real, he has nothing to do.
Like it's like they already skyrocketed him to the NXT Championship. It's like if he goes after the North American title, that feels like a downgrade. Just like with Wesley, like we said with Wesley, him going for the NXT title and then coming back to just go back after the North American title feels like a downgrade. So, hey, they got to do something with this man. I'm just saying.
Let him go.
They put out a tweet. Someone put out a tweet. They was like, "What do you want to see? Who do you want to see feud with CM Punk?" And I was like, "What is LeBron Breaker doing? I just want to see something. Will he turn CM Punk to dust? Yes, but I still want to see it." So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm need them to go ahead and get this man up out of NXT.
Don't do Phil.
The main event was the Fatal 4-Way match. It was fun for what it was. Bronson Reed got his balls checked. So there's that. The man got headbutted in the balls, so that's a meme right there. And obviously in the main event, Wesley picked up the win to officially set himself up to challenge Dominic Mysterio for the NXT North American Championship at Deadline. You interested in this?
If it means Wesley gets his championship back, sure.
But then it's like, God damn, he back to where he started. But okay, whatever.
Well, can he do it? He can't put him up against Ilya right now.
Right.
Yeah, where else is there to go? Only so much titles around NXT to go around.
Get a tag team partner. Oh, wait. Damn. Can't do that. His tag team partner's in TNA right now. So can't do that. So,
well, at least he's in NXT in spirit. She don't.
Oh, yeah. I ain't even see her tonight. I ain't see Madam Thickums tonight. So there's that. But NXT was NXT, honestly. NXT was NXT. It was what it was. Rewind a little bit. Let's talk about the return of the Viper. Randall Keith Orton. A man returned to the WWE. What was your thoughts on this return promo from our boy. The man who got big as hell. Like this brother got bigger than he was when he left.
Yeah, he ate 2 previous Randys and gave you that. Man, hey, it just felt good having Randy Orton back, brother. It was exactly what was expected. Shout out to him out doing the impossible, ladies and gentlemen. He made Rhea Ripley speechless. Who's your daddy? Goodness.
Daddy's home. He said,
Well,
Daddy's back.
Now that I haven't seen someone that stunned with that kind of phrase since, oh yeah, that other Roman guy doing that same thing to Theory. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, man? That's the secret code. Be somebody's daddy.
So Randy Orton returned to Raw, immediately claiming he's going after every single member of the bloodline in retaliation for, in kayfabe, putting him on the shelf. Because we all remember the steel steps and all that stuff. So I immediately said, Jay, you might want to run. Because he probably consider you a member of the bloodline by default. He said, pause. Yeah, pause.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, pause. Big pause. But, dog, that guy. Yeah, there's an RKO somewhere in Jay's future, unfortunately.
He's like, yo, you don't buy that?
Heck no. Look, man, if it's one thing we know about Orton, you don't trust anything that man says, okay? He's a Viper for a reason, people. You're going to be a yeet, all right. It's going to be an RK yeet. God dang it. And bruh, just wait for it. Just when you least expect.
And speaking of yeet, what's up with what's his name? JD McDonough with that big ass neck brace.
Oh, JD McFish.
JD McBottle, JD McBobblehead.
JD McGriddle. JD McFlurry. JD McNugget.
JD McLollipop head.
JD McBoy, you big.
Your head is big. Pause.
Exactly. But either way, I don't know, man.
That big ass neck brace.
You killed me saying he was fighting for his life. With
that neck brace was fighting for his goddamn life. It was fighting. And it was losing.
Thing on burst like boom.
Randy Orton came out looking like the WWE All-Star version. Yes. Because if if anybody ever played WWE All-Stars, y'all know exactly that reference. Yes, that man was big as hell for no reason. Pause.
Man, yeah, nah, yeah. Homie, I don't know, man. I'm intrigued to see how these feuds turn out. Unfortunately, this also means some Judgment Day in between that. But he supposedly is going to be on SmackDown, according to Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful. So that should be interesting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Question I have for you, though, sir, is who is facing Roman at the Royal Rumble? Because there's also someone else with unfinished business with the bloodline on his way back.
Who?
The phenomenal one.
I forgot about that name.
Allow him to remind you as he makes his imminent return in his own right. So, question is, which one feels like the bigger appeal? Because you got to do them both at some point. So, one's Australia and one's Royal Rumble.
I'm about to say if they want to fast track Randy Orton versus Roman, just do it. Honestly, at this point, just do it.
I mean, they were supposed to do that
at SummerSlam, the SummerSlam that we supposed to go, that we went to.
Yeah,
not this past year, but the year before.
Yeah,
it became Brock.
And when you think about it, I mean,
in hindsight, it was 2020. It was kind of for the best because that was a pretty fun match to see live.
Oh yeah. Not to say Roman and Orton wouldn't have been, but that was just fun, giving tractor trailers and lifting rings and whatnot. So hey, I wouldn't mind them running it. You know what I mean? It's been a long while since we've seen Roman and Randy get along.
Yeah. JD got a head like rich boy.
Oh my god, boy. Hey, that's a good one, Mark. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
But yeah, Randy versus Roman, will it be that's the thing. We're at that point where every match is going to be the same goddamn outcome. Ref bump, Superman punch, bloodline interference. Solo going to thumb Randy in the throat, pause, and spear 1, 2, 3.
But in Randy's case, I mean, if he's literally taking them out one by one as he promises to do, how can that happen exactly?
So that means Roman will actually have to win the match clean for once.
Yeah, he would.
But that's the thing. I think that's probably going to book them into a corner, because it's like, would you book Randy Orton to lose his first feud back? Because they're not going to take the title off of Roman. Let's just go ahead and just honestly put in our brains that it'll be Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania. At this point. So it's like whoever Roman faces is literally just going to buy time until Cody gets just confronts him and say, I want my rematch.
Right.
And they say, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
so I would probably just do Roman. Honestly, here's what I would do. I would do Roman versus AJ at the Royal Rumble, and then Roman versus Orton at Elimination Chamber. That gives them time to not rush anything.
Yeah, could be interesting. I mean, either way, we know they both lose, but they're both at points where they can afford those losses. Because what's left for AJ to do?
But my thing is, it's like if they do lose, Roman has to win clean. I'm sorry. I'm tired of this is coming from a fan of the current tribal chief Roman Reigns. I'm not a bandwagon hopper. I'm not gonna sit on here and lie and say I was a fan of the big dog. He had his moments, but I wasn't really a fan of him. But as a fan who's been like praising and hyping up tribal chief Roman Reigns, this man gotta win clean, because twice I've seen this man wrestle live twice, and both times was outside interference.
We need 2020 tribal chief.
Yes, we need tribal menace. We need tribal petty. We need tribal ruthless. This dude is built like a machine, and he keeps getting outside interference.
Didn't get that when you beat Rey Mysterio and tossed him through a cage. You didn't get that.
You get that when you didn't get that when he lit up Riddle. You didn't get that when he lit up Jey Uso both times.
No.
I ain't talking about the third time. I'm talking about the first 2 times. You didn't get that when who else did he face? Well, you did get it with Kevin Owens. I ain't even finna lie.
Well, he kind of had to. Yeah, he
so you can. So that's what I'm saying. If Randy Orton faces Roman Reigns for the Universal title, it has to be he has to win clean. Because I feel like that's people's main gripe is like there's always outside interference from the last few matches that he's had. Versus Jay, versus Drew, versus Kevin, versus Sammy, because Jay got involved a little bit, versus Cody, versus Jay again, like I just said. And when did he defend it recently? Versus LA Knight. So that's what I'm saying. It has to be. He has to win clean. I'm sorry. I'm tired of that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Jacob Fatu or Tomatonga gonna join the bloodline. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a bunch of them motherfuckers.
It really is. And you know what? I ain't mad at it if that's the case. I mean, people claim they're over the versions of the bloodline at the moment, but I'm like, how? There's too many of them to be over it. It's never over.
It was never over.
It's never really over. It's too many to go.
It's too many. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, we don't want to keep repeating ourselves. They gotta make it clean. That's all it is to it. Speaking of all this too, people was harping on me. Who is Jelly Roll? I got blasted for tweeting that. It's like what cracks me up is people genuinely expect me to know who the fuck these people are.
Yeah, because I sure as heck didn't know who he was either. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like, who's Jelly Roll? I thought,
Yeah, they were like, you don't know who Jelly Roll is? Like, bro, how do I explain this in a way? I'm not gonna know every goddamn artist that people put out to this day. My reaction was genuine. I'm not finna act like, bro. People need to understand. When I was a studio engineer, I vowed to never listen to music again if I didn't already know who the artist was. So if I did not know who you were pre 2020, I don't know who the hell you are. And that's okay. All you have to do is just send me the link and say, yo, here, check this out. And that's what people did. Shout out to a lot of people who's representing Jabba Tears podcast and all these people. They was like, yo, this is who he is. Like, here's some links. And as soon as people sent me that, I'm like, oh yeah, I know who he is, and he's gonna be added to my vibes playlist. Like, he's actually pretty good. So I just thought I'd throw that in there because I'm like, bro, y'all really went to town on me just for saying who was Jelly Roll. I'm like, I'm thinking y'all talking about some food. I know R-Truth thought y'all was talking about some food. Welcome back, Truth. Welcome back.
Truth, my boy. Shout out to Truth, boy. Oh my goodness. Where we stuff you never know you need it. And yet we woke up wanting some strawberry Swiss rolls. How about
that? I really did. Like, I was literally mad. I'm like, bro, none of my local stores got jelly rolls.
Bruh.
Not one.
Not one.
Not one.
Yeah.
I like jelly rolls. I like food.
That's her.
Y'all see I'm trying to grow. I need food. So I want some jelly rolls.
Boy, still on this, dog. He still wants that.
I want some food.
Hey man,
I want to grow.
We're gonna take my boy back to behavioral sciences and biology. How the body works. Last time I checked, food does a lot of things. It hard shit don't grow you in a height. Bishop Jelly.
You sure?
I mean, I'm pretty freaking positive.
So you're telling me my parents lied to me talking about if I eat my vegetables, I would grow. So people been lying to me my whole life. So I didn't have to eat my vegetables this whole time.
Unfortunately, brother. Yes, they've been lying to you. Yeah. No.
Yo, we gotta talk.
No.
Hold on.
No.
I got my uncle. If my uncle's listening to this, we got problems. We got to talk about this. Because y'all been lying to me for 29 years. I've been telling the next generation they got to eat their vegetables. So I've been lying to my nieces. I've been lying to my nephews because of y'all. I'm thinking, oh, hey, if I eat my vegetables or if I eat my pastries, I eat my food, I'm going to grow.
Keep kayfabe alive, y'all. Keep kayfabe alive. Food.
It's some bullshit. This is some bullshit.
Yeah.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah.
This is some bullshit.
I know.
But what isn't bullshit? Shinsuke Nakamura is targeting Cody Rhodes. That's who he has been apparently calling out for the past couple of weeks. What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? I'm not mad at it. Unfortunately, it's resulting in a loss, but that should mean we get something pretty epic from it. So I am intrigued to see how this feud evolves in the next few weeks. Given the fact we don't have any more pay-per-views as of this month, I'm assuming this is a program going into, Royal Rumble. No, he's in the Royal Rumble. So I guess,
it'll just be something to do through the weeks.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow. So like mid-TV feuds. Okay, well, that still should be pretty epic television, people. Looking forward to the American and the Japanese assassin.
That's my thing. It's like with Shinsuke, like could Cody afford a loss to Shinsuke? Because that's what I feel like. It's like I'm kind of not moved if he loses because I feel like Shinsuke needs to win.
You know what? I mean, doesn't necessarily derail his momentum. The problem is you just haven't seen Cody lose much at all since being back.
True. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm cool with like that. They have my attention because I feel like you said, I feel like a feud between Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody Rhodes would sell me.
Mm-hmm.
But Shinsuke needs to stop losing.
Yeah, man. Like, I get it, awaken something. So I guess in a case of losing in this instance, it's to awaken something. But like, if what he does to him awakens, then you can't lose anymore going forward. Then Shinsuke, if that's the case, that's what I would think. Like, whatever it is you've been seeking him for to awaken you for, then you gotta win going forward after that loss. Then, because if you lose it after that, then I don't want to hear nothing else you're saying in these promos, player.
Nope, nothing else. I don't want to read no more. I ain't reading no more. So please win, or at least make it make sense. Because I still feel like he should have won against Seth.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And speaking of Seth, Drew McIntyre still got beef with him because he picked Jey Uso to challenge for the World Heavyweight title. And in turn, the brother got his ass whooped in underwear.
Bro literally forgot his kilt and just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna come out here." And
No, his kilt fell off when he picked up Seth after the headbutt that legitimately busted him open. So he headbutted the title, and then his kilt fell off, and all you saw was this man getting his ass whooped in Fruit of the Looms.
Dang, Drew.
At least we know he ain't ashy. Man, look at this man's kneecaps. No ash whatsoever. My brother is glistening. Pause.
Oh no, I'm not touching that one, bro. Nope, I'm not touching that one. Nope.
But what do you think? What's your thoughts on this current version of Drew?
Even though
Because I feel like he's justified. He's angry.
He's still coming off as Drew McIntyre to me right now. But I mean, thanks for giving away next week's event, because it's very evident what we're about to know what's going to happen, and that's inevitable interference from this guy.
Oh, of course.
And all that to just try to insert himself into a rematch, which, by the way, man, Seth's just busy. Seth is just busy. He's the MJF right now of this side, because
MJF got a bad whole side.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had a bad shoulder and a bad knee or hip, and Seth got a bad back.
Mm-hmm. And people from all over coming at him, literally. Pause, but still, just left and right. you seriously challenger, just left and right. You get a title shot. You want one? Okay, you get one too. As soon as I finish with this one, you want one? Yeah. Oh, you back? All right, cool. You irrelevant right now, you hypocrite. But come on, you gonna get one too. Man, Seth. Yeah, you need a big break, brother.
You need a vacation.
Right.
Like you need a full. Maybe you need a jelly roll.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like he maybe Seth honestly needs a jelly roll. Like that brother is going through it.
Right, he got a jelly roll at home, but that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
But please tell me this. Just tell me this, people. I need to. I can't take myself serious right now, but look, people, tell me this, please. I need to know, how is it, of all the members of the Shield, Roman's the only one that actually gets it? Please tell me. This dude literally has a whole vacation where you don't even. Meanwhile, Moxley killing himself. Seth killing himself. Bro. Hey. You know, hey man, sometimes it be like that on this show, bro. It's unleashed for a reason. You feel me? Oh man, you ain't gonna get this nowhere else, bro. You ain't gonna get this. It's right here. It's right here. You feel me? That's what we do. That's what we do.
What was you talking about?
So I was trying to say here, how is it of all these members of the Shield, Roman's the only one that gets it in terms of actually taking breaks?
Yeah. I don't know. Like he's actually acting like a world champion.
Yeah. He's the only one that takes breaks. Moxley over here beating himself up left and right, week to week, bleeding all the time. Seth over here putting on stellar match after stellar match, wrestling, putting just bruh. Y'all Negroes all came in the game together. Y'all deserve every bit of the same treatment Roman getting. I don't get it. Why y'all refuse? I get it.
It's for the love of the game.
That's all good. So you can't walk no more.
Mm-hmm. It's all for the love of the game. And speaking of love for the game, we might as well go ahead and talk to our main course, and that is CM Punk is back in the WWE. Yeah. Hell froze over.
Who would have thought?
CM Punk is back. Might as well go ahead and talk about what everybody's been tuning in for us to talk about. So it's officially Survivor Series Fallout. He returned at Survivor Series. What are your thoughts on this? I want your thoughts before I get my thoughts.
So my thoughts are hard to call given what little bit of time we got in that promo. But from what I can tell, first and foremost, you doggone marks, stop buying into some stuff you see from videos and fans. Okay, they playing into the hype. All right, they playing into the hype. They're doing what they're supposed to do, working you. All right, don't read too deeply into.
Oh, you talking about the Seth Rollins flicking them off and saying fuck you. It's like, bro, let's be real. Let's be real. Here is Gresh being Gresh. If from the history that we've known for Seth Rollins, he's a company man. Do you think in your right mind that he will legitimately jeopardize his potential spot in the WWE over a beef? This man legitimately did not like Matt Riddle. He worked with him. This man legitimately does not like Cody Rhodes. He put him over 3 times. He does not like CM Punk. It goes all the way back to 2014 when Punk left and he appeared on that podcast, and I believe Punk said something about they have 2 different philosophies in the wrestling business. He basically buried Seth Rollins. I hate using that term, but he basically said Seth Rollins don't know jack shit about the industry. There's your beef. Do you think after all this would Seth Rollins jeopardize his potential spot or his spot in the company over a beef? Because he knows, let's be real, he knows where the cameras are. He knows people are filming. He knew that somebody was going to upload his reaction. Hell, if that what he said was legit, like if that beef was legit, he wouldn't have even cut the promo and said called him a hypocrite. I love being worked because it's the fun thing about wrestling. It's so many people on social media. It's like social media. I feel like I'm always going on a rant about social media on this thing, and I feel like it's never going to change. They always work themselves up over nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, bro. Nah, I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm happy that he is back. It's great for television. It's great for. I mean, you saw WWE hyping the numbers. It's great for the numbers. It's great for the fans. It's great for pretty much. Now you see, we got a hater over here.
Oh, Cry Me a River.
Yeah, clearly, that's a CM Punk hater, and whatever floats your boat. I get it. I get why we're doing this. You know what I mean? That right there is it just fits. I mean, him being back. If you want to call him a corporate
A
monkey
hypocrite.
or a hypocrite, or
Let's be real. He's a hypocrite. I think he even knows he's a hypocrite.
yeah,
Because I've said this time and time again. CM Punk did it. Cody Rhodes did it. Who else did it that I felt that I'm probably forgetting? Bash WWE all on the indies. There's literally footage of it. Soon as everybody comes back. Soon as Bret Hart came back in 2010, after he swore that he would never return, everybody comes back. I hate quoting this man, but everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
Yeah, and hey, say what you will, but it's a matter of time before John Moxley is ever back. Look at what he did the moment he left and how he bashed too. I mean, it's just everybody at some point comes back. It just is part of the game, bro. It happens. Especially if you started there. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be back.
And speaking of stuff that we don't need to know, and we might as well rope it into CM Punk being back in. Apparently, it's been reported, according to Fightful Select, Bryan Danielson headed up the disciplinary committee that ultimately decided to terminate CM Punk's contract from AEW. What are your thoughts on that?
He did exactly what now?
He basically, you know how with the whole situation in what you call it in at All In with Jungle Boy and Punk. Instead of outright firing him, Tony Khan had a wrestling committee that pretty much just helped him decide the final call to say, hey, yeah, he got to go. And Brian was basically, so basically somebody told Fightful that Brian was on the committee to basically give him the heat. Because if you notice that, and shout out to my queen Lindsay, she basically was like, have you noticed that every time something positive, quote unquote, happens with Punk, negative news comes out? And so this situation that we as fans should know is Bryan Danielson, basically in layman's terms, is the reason why Punk got fired. That's basically what they want us to know. Should we know? No. So I've been seeing everybody's reaction. They was like, I feel like when it comes to HR stuff like this, they need somebody who's actually HR.
No, seriously. So
it's
not the best look.
Yeah, that was. You said what?
It's not always the best look. You know what I mean? To see that. So or hear that and let that leak out. Like you said, everybody doesn't need to know that kind of information. And why would you want to do that to a guy like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson? That doesn't change my opinion on the guy personally. I mean,
nah.
He probably just did what he had to do. He loves wrestling. He loves the moral of the locker room. CM Punk probably even understood it himself. If that changes their relationship for life going forward, is what it is. But business is business, and he understood that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we can't let that information be getting out all willy-nilly like that.
And that's what annoys me. It's like, I remember when we as wrestling fans actually just watched the fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody wants to be an insider. Like everybody got a blue check now, so everybody want to leak. Like I'm trying to tell you, when news like this happen, I follow a lot of people who got blue checks, and everybody was saying the exact same shit verbatim. And I'm sitting here like, Why do we need to know this? Why? Why should we give a fuck? Me as a paying customer should not know what is happening behind the scenes. And yes, you can argue, oh, you gotta mute it. You should mute this person. You should mute this person. But it's like, bro, you're missing the point. Even you, as a journalist, quote unquote, should not know this. Everything does not need to be leaked to you guys. Not at all. According to Ring said, it probably was QT Marshall. Because speaking of QT Marshall, he's out. He's gone from AEW as well. A lot of you probably didn't know that either. But yeah, QT Marshall pretty much sent in his resignation. He's no longer with All Elite Wrestling anymore.
Enter Nightmare Factory in McDonough, Georgia. See you later, Q.
Pretty much. So he's basically put out a think piece. Not a think. I don't even want to disrespect him like that. Like he put out basically a statement on Twitter saying he's out. So there's that, and it's like it's a lot of moving parts that's been going on. And it's a lot of shit that we, like I said, we shouldn't know.
Yeah, this makes me worried for AEW sometimes. It really
elaborate.
It mirrors too much WCW sometimes, just a little bit. And I hope as these years go along, I just really hope. And if you think about it, let's look at it this way. You got people coming back to WWE after being gone for so long. Who's to say that you had mass releases? Sure, you're probably gonna get some of those people if they're needle movers. But like, man, between booking decisions, poor management, letting wrestlers run certain things that probably shouldn't be running certain things.
I'm under the impression that, like, I understand why people say wrestlers shouldn't be in an executive until they retire.
Mm-hmm.
Too many feelings are getting into play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong about that, because obviously I like the fact that, the competition and things of that nature, but
they just need to tighten ship. Honestly, dead ass, they need to just tighten ship. Tony Khan needs to just drop his balls and really stop letting people feel like he's their best friend. He's the boss. He's the money man. That's where it needs to stop. Point blank, period. There's no more debate, no elaboration. Like, from what we've seen, all out brawl should not have happened. The situation with Jungle Boy and Punk shouldn't have happened. He needs to stop being everybody's friend and be a fucking boss. Period. That's all I can say about that. But Punk is back in WWE. The promo was not well received by certain people. It is what it is. But it gave what it gave. He basically said he's not there to make friends. He's only there to make money. That's it. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Punk being back in WWE. I'm not losing sleep over it. Is he a hypocrite? Yes. All of them are. That's welcome to the wrestling business. Like what Mike said, Hulk Hogan, Medusa. Not Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Ultimate Warrior, Medusa. All of them said they wasn't going to go back to WWE, but they went back. It is what it is.
And ironically, shout out to my boy Sid from True Hill Heat here, but it's kind of like he mentioned here. It's amazing that both him and John Cena have turned into the very things that they were once again.
He became Nash. Like, shout out to Hearts on Twitter. I saw what she said. She said he basically became Kevin Nash. Because what did Kevin Nash do throughout his entire career? He was only there to make money, not friends. What Punk doing now? He's there to make money, not friends. John Cena hated the fact that The Rock went part-time or went away for a while. What did he do? He became part-time. Roman Reigns hated the fact that Brock Lesnar was a part-time champion. And what is he doing right now? Part-time champion. So everybody is a hypocrite. Let's just be real. In life, you are a hypocrite if it benefits you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it is what it is. So people who are constantly like, honestly, I'm at that point now. If you hate CM Punk, you as a person, you can literally block and mute his name on all social platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Because after a while, now that you know that, if you still talk about CM Punk, if you still talk about certain things in WWE, you are hate watching, and you are shit. Because I'm tired. It's the same dance. It's the same thing over and over and over. It's like missionary position, which a lot of y'all can't get consensually every single night. I'm tired.
Yeah. It's
the same thing. It's the same argument. It's the same debate. If you like WWE, watch WWE. If you like AEW, watch AEW. If you like Impact, watch Impact. If you like New Japan, watch New Japan. No one is forcing you to cover all this shit. You just talk about these people and these companies because you just want to make sure that blue check gets paid. Newsflash, you're not getting paid a lot from Twitter. You want to know how I know that? I got nearly 5 million impressions. You know how much I get a month from Twitter alone? $80. That doesn't dent or add to my bank account. That is literally gas money. So what are we doing here? What is the purpose? If you hate WWE, if you hate CM Punk, stop fucking watching. If you hate AEW, if you hate the Young Bucks, if you hate Kenny Omega, if you hate how AEW is run, stop fucking watching. Get out of my DMs, get out of my mentions, and stop watching. It is redundant and it is ridiculous, and it shows me your age range.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows me your maturity level. Because you want to know what I do? If we talk about AEW on this podcast, which we will, if I don't like something, I will let you know that, hey, I was half tuning in. That's our vibes here. We're not here to run a narrative or move a narrative. We're here to talk about what we see and how we feel. That's it. But CM Punk is back in WWE. We'll see what they do. Like, it's more likely it's going to be him versus Seth Rollins, probably at the Royal Rumble, and we just go from there.
Yeah.
Let's move on to before we run up out of time. Let's move on to AEW Continental Classic. Have you peeped the Continental Classic this week?
I have. I have.
What's your thoughts on it?
It's an interesting concept, and it kind of reminds me of when TNA used to do their
Bound for Glory.
No, it wasn't Bound for Glory. It was they had like a World Cup they did. This is when they had like a lot of the New Japan guys before they all really blew up, but okay, there we go. Sorry.
There we go.
I was saying before my mic tried to cut me off. It was kind of reminding me of TNA's World Cup situation where they would have like Lucha Libre people representing like Mexico or anything like that. They would have people representing Canada, people representing the USA, people representing the UK and stuff like that, and they were all kind of just getting.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Yeah, I forgot what they called it, but I remember watching that because they used to.
I think that's what it was. I think it was the TNA Cup.
Yeah, it was like the TNA World. Yeah, I think it was TNA World Cup or something like that. And I hope they bring that back because that was actually pretty cool how they did that. But it was something similar to that. It was like, they would have a series of matches, and even if you lost, you weren't out eliminated. You would just lose points.
I think the G1.
Yeah, and it was just like this is a cool one. I mean, probably so far my matchups out of these that were my favorite that I got to see was Moxley and Mark Briscoe, Roosh, Jay White, and most definitely number one would be Eddie Kingston and Brody King, man, because those guys tore it down. But my little gripe, and again, I'm gonna shout out my boy SP3 from True Hill Heat. My little gripe is I hope we don't get predictable outcomes. I hope we get some upsets in some of these, right? Like, I want to see the people that you wouldn't expect to win a certain matchup. Whoever's matched up with John Moxley, let John Moxley lose. Like they mentioned, like, is his mind on Orange Cassidy in the international title still, right? Like, was he, just make it unpredictable at times, predictability is good, but in matchups like these, especially with the point system and all that, give us some upsets, man. Don't be afraid to pull that trigger.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Like everything that I've seen thus far, like Swerve defeating Jay Lethal after the Swerve stomp on Dynamite, that was pretty much like the crowd is loving Big Pressure. Like if this man ain't your world champion in the next few months, you are doing something wrong, Tony Khan. I'm just telling you that. I will say that every single chance I get.
If you ain't doing it, you don't like black people. Yeah, I said it. If you don't do it, you don't like black people. You held the title on Jade for all them years, or I'm sorry, all the months. I said years, but still, all it felt like
it was practically a year.
Yeah, practically, yes. For her to just lose it to Chris Stat like it was nothing, and then
which isn't a complaint. I love Stat.
Of course, no. I love Stat too, but it's the manner of how it was done, because it was basically she would have lost the thing a long time ago if Chris Stat didn't get hurt. So you inevitably had that plan for her to lose it specifically to Chris Stat. And then the way you did it, in terms of you have her go 60-0, and you couldn't hold that off till next week and let the moment just be the moment. You just had to bring her out and say, oh, no, you're going to get this first L like tonight. So that would be nice. Shout out to Rain. That would be real nice.
Swerve being the devil and not Jungle Jack Barry, yeah.
Oh God, no! It better like the most. Actually, no. They were saying Sammy Guevara if he were the devil, and they were like that would be the most underwhelming. Bro, please don't.
Nigga.
Exactly.
Who?
Exactly. Sammy freaking Guevara as the devil. Yeah, right. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like at all. Don't do that to yourself.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
Oh, they said it. And boy, they sounded real serious by it. I'm like, nope. Hell no. Absolutely not. No, thank you. But yeah, dude, like they
got something good with this Continental Classic. Like this, yeah, that, and then like you said, with they gotta put that title on Swerve. They gotta put that title on Swerve. Like I don't care what anybody say. I don't care about no agendas or no hatred for the man. That's your business. This is me as my own man. I gotta put the title on Swerve.
Come on.
I originally said Keith Lee, but I don't know what the hell y'all doing with Keith Lee. So
nobody knows what the heck they're doing with Keith Lee.
So we just gonna go with the guy that y'all pushing. He said, "Damn, Kanye."
Hey, dog. Hey, Hey, well, yeah, that was a Kanye ass move, but still, man. Hey,
but yeah, none in the classic like Brody King versus Eddie Kingston. I had to smoke some weed after that. That was a bum ass match. I enjoyed that. I didn't watch it live. I watched it on Sunday because Collision was on at the same time as Survivor Series. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna do what everybody is. I didn't feel like double watching. I had to put all my attention into Survivor Series, and I put all my attention into Collision.
Yeah,
so
you content creators that do that's just a little too deep. I don't know how the heck. No, absolutely not. Why? You don't even catch what's for. You know what, Mark? You right.
Where is Scorpio Sky? Is he injured again?
Last time I checked, he's not. I mean, he was supposed to be featured on Collision, and if CM Punk was still there, he probably still would have been featured. Given that we heard CM Punk was basically booking the show, since it was basically his show, He obviously liked Scorpio Sky. So
and that's another thing. I went into my whole ass rant about CM Punk. It's like with him being a hypocrite or whatever, but it's like, bro, that's the thing. A lot of people always want to. We're not trying to say that CM Punk is not at fault.
mm-hmm.
We're just saying if you hate the man, don't watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Because let's be real. That man is a hothead. I'm not finna come on here and act like this man is a second city saint, pun intended. I'm just saying, like, if you hate this man as much as you say you hate him, stop watching the show.
Easy.
Stop talking about him, because that's another thing people don't understand. Even though you don't, if just say you don't watch the show, if you tweet about his name or you mention any or reference anything about him, that adds to their social media algorithm, and you're lining their pockets. So you're what you think you're rebelling against, you're adding to the cause.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I be trying to tell people, I'm like, bro, all you have to do is not tweet about him, not watch, not interact with anything that has anything to do with him, and you literally subtract the traction. But they don't. But yeah, that's a lot of good questions. Like Scorpio Sky, where the hell you at? What the hell they doing with Miro and CJ and Andrade? I would have thought they would have put Miro in this because he's feuding with Andrade.
You know, funny thing about that one, man. As my boy SP3, he said the funniest thing about that. You know, this is the reason why you haven't seen Miro in that. Tony Khan had a conversation with Miro. This is totally just like not for real, but more than likely in a hypothetical sense. He had a conversation with Miro. Hey, Miro, I have this idea for this Continental Classic. Da 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 da. Do I win? No. Not quite. Then no, I can't do it, brother. So, that's it.
That you think Miro doesn't work for me, brother?
Pretty much. It just doesn't work for him. I mean, a classic where you gotta take wins and losses, and he ain't getting all the wins. Nah.
Not that. Mark said maybe Scorpio Sky is the devil.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. It would be random. Get out, but I wouldn't be mad at it. I'd be like, okay, as long as the reason makes sense, sure.
Right. Sure. Like, but that wouldn't, if they trying to do the long term stuff. The only way it would make sense if Scorpio Sky is jealous of the popularity. That will only make sense.
Yeah.
Because they've never really had any interaction since AEW started
at all.
So that's why I'm like, that's the only way that would make sense. Like, he's jealous of the popularity and the quick rise to fame, while every time that he had a time in the spotlight, he was always overshadowed by MJF and Sammy Guevara and all these. That's the only way it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I would be like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said that will be a curveball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It will be a curveball. It wouldn't be expected, but will it happen? No, it's probably more than likely. Let's be real. It'll be Jungle Boy.
Dang, like we really thinking it's Jungle Boy out here. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
It's Jungle Jack Perry. I don't even call him Jungle Boy no more. I call him Jungle Jack. Like Jungle Jim.
Is he short? Is that devil short?
Yeah, he's slim. The double was short, slim, and he bust out laughing last week. And his laugh sounded kind of like, you know how Jungle Boy sounds? It sounded like he was laughing. It sounded like how he talks, but laughing wise. It has to be Jungle Boy.
Oh my, how funny will it be? Now you're making me almost, I hope it is Sammy Guevara, just so everybody can go to freak off. But of course it won't happen. The man's about to have a whole baby. So it's like, it's not happening. It's not happening. The man's about to have a whole baby. So it's like, it is what it is. But now y'all making me wish it was Sammy Guevara. Because if it's Jungle Boy, I swear on everything, I'm done. I'm like, bro. That's how you want to bring him back? Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Well, yo, man. Now, what do you think about the upcoming Continental Classic? The upcoming matches they got? Because on Wednesday we got Mark Briscoe versus Roosh, Jay White versus Swerve Strickland, and John Moxley versus Jay Lethal in the Gold League. Which match you looking forward to? Because the match I'm looking forward to is the one that's in the center right there, Jay White versus Swerve.
Yeah, I will agree with that, but I am not gonna sleep on Mark Briscoe versus Roosh. I'm gonna pick that as my sleeper right there in a very low key way. But of course, I'm looking forward to Jay White versus Swerve Strickland, and I'm just gonna be honest because I know they have this in this Continental Classic. My guess is that ends in a draw.
Which one? Mox and Lethal?
Oh, Jay White and Swerve Strickland.
Oh yeah, because if it ends in a draw, they both get one apiece.
Yeah, it would have to end in a draw because I just don't see how they're both hot in different ways. And even with Jay White recently taking a loss, he's still Jay White and he's still on like a popular sense right now with what's going on with Bullet Club Gold. So it's, I just don't see anyone going over. See, agreed. Thank you. That is totally 100% a draw. If it's not, I would be shocked.
Oh, so to rewind a little bit, they did Scorpio Sky and MJF did have a interaction during the first Dynamite tournament. That's what I'm saying. MJF won that thing so much, I forget. My bad.
Yeah, it's at this point, will he ever lose the doggone thing? But it don't look like it. Clearly, it was basically just designed for him, I guess.
Right. But yeah, I like I'm saying, like I honestly, I agree with you. I honestly see a draw happening with Jay White and Swerve, and Mark Briscoe and Roosh. That will definitely be a sleeper. Like anything with Mark is interesting to me. Like his character work is always drawing me in. Like I'm always intrigued with what he got to say. He's the most continental in the tournament, is what he said. I'm the most continental. I'm like, bro, that doesn't even make a sense. But you, Mark Briscoe, but I trust you.
Absolutely.
Also, we'll have Brian Danielson on commentary because he actually wrestles on Saturday in the gold match. I think he faces Eddie Kingston, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, we've seen
if
that.
I am not mistaken.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough too because Kingston kind of needs a win, man. Bet you wish you didn't put them titles on the line, brother.
Well, luckily with this, luckily with this, it's not, because at first he was talking about it was going to be every match that he's in. If he loses any match, then he has to win. He basically didn't explain it right, but basically Tony Khan was like, "Yo, if you don't win the whole tournament, you're no longer champion." So there's that. But yeah, it'll be Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston on Collision. Eddie got to get that win back because he lost against Brody King. But Bryan also got to get on the board too because he did not wrestle last week. So this will be his first match back since his eye injury.
May that man.
We'll also hear from the patriarch TNT champion Christian Cage, because Adam Copeland been concertoing all his kids. He been concertoing Kill Switch, formerly known as Luchasaurus, and he concertoed Nick Wayne in front of his mother.
Prodigy, you sick bastard!
I'm like, bro, I'm like in front of his mom.
Yeah, that was a moment where I'm almost surprised they didn't have JR in that moment. That would have been so.
JR in classic JR, maybe current JR. Nah.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what they do because it's going to be on December 6th or 7th, one of those days. It's going to be Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland for the TNT Championship. I believe so. That'll be an interesting scenario right there. And like I said, also on Collision this week will be Daniel Garcia versus Andrade El Idolo in the Blue League, as well as Claudio Castagnoli versus Brody King. This will be a hoss fight because Claudio has that Superman strength that doesn't make any sense. All these years I've seen him wrestle, I can never crack the code on how he's that damn strong, but I'm interested in. So that's what I'm saying. These matches, I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
and I've been having fun.
Yeah, kind of. It's been fun because I mean, you just they picked the right people to be a part of this thing, and they're doing exactly what we expected, tearing the house down. So for that, this is what AEW specializes in, man. They can give you straight up wrestling bangers, with a little splash of sports entertainment, but mostly when it comes to their workers, they can give you that 100%. And I'm intrigued, man. I can't wait to see who comes out this blue league and this gold league and just what we gonna get, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And before we get up out of here, we might as well go ahead and let everybody know because we did not do a post show for Survivor Series because life happened. But once again, and still your Freepedia predictions gold chain champion is none other than your boy Highlight Reel. We both basically picked who we picked. He won by a landslide mostly. He picked team. What threw him in for the win was he picked Team Avengers and Shotzi to win the gold chain. So for those of you who don't know, whenever we do predictions for the show, the winner gets to wear gold chains throughout the entire episode that we are here. And that is pretty much our thing. I'm gonna get my gold chain back because this season I am 0-2. So hopefully for deadline when we do a predictions, I actually get my gold chain back. But if I don't, I'm cool with it as long as it's within the family because we had Kenny on here.
Yeah.
And if he would have won, I would have felt some type of way because it's not even it wouldn't be in the family no
more.
But it's in the family. So
that's fair. That's fair, brother. I will keep it in the family as much as possible, but you are always welcome to come take it when you can.
He said Brian Dance is gonna be fire marshal by the end of this tournament.
Ooh.
Hey. That's what I'm saying. This would be interesting. But yeah, that was our update for that. Next post show we do, it will be live and in color, I believe December 9th. If Highlight isn't here, it will still go down, but that will be a thing. And that will be I believe that will be no, I take that back. Our last post show of the year will be World's End. We will definitely try to cover that.
Okay.
So that'll be the final AEW pay-per-view of the year. But our next post show will be NXT Deadline. So make sure you guys tap into that on next week. But we got next week's episode as well. I will be out of town, but it will still be on like a pot of net bones, as Booker T will say, it's on like a pot of net bones.
Yeah. So I'm going to announce to the people, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be able to make next week's show only because your boy's birthday next week, man. So I got to take off, for the birthday. That's the only
reason. Guys, but we will actually have a fill-in guest host. Me and her have already convened about next week, so we still got you covered for next week's episode. And he'll be back for. I will actually get his predictions for Deadline, so that we can still keep it up to par and all that good stuff. But before we get up out of here, because it's nearing midnight, before we get up out of here, song of the week for this week, we got to pick. Mr. Highlight, you go first.
Oh my God, you got me on spot here. He's gonna make me pull out the phone because I had it and I gotta go find my phone to actually see which song it was. I screenshotted it. Y'all, we live. Hold on, we live.
I put while he go look for his song of the week, I got my song of the week, which is "Blame It on the Boogie" by the Jacksons.
Okay.
Blame it on the Boogie by the Jacksons. I had to go back in time for that.
Okay.
I put that in my playlist like in 2022, but it's fit here. Gotta keep the vibes going. So if you guys enjoyed the Jacksons, I could about to say the Jackson 5, but the Jacksons, Blame It on the Boogie, that's my song of the week. Who you got, my brother?
Okay, so let's see here. You know what? We're gonna go with none other than, all right, I'm gonna go with my boy Usher. Take Your Hand, straight out of the Confessions album. We're gonna go R&B with it today, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Hey, so hopefully you guys enjoy our playlist. We typically upload it. We upload that joint on social media. Last week's episode upload was a little late because I had a lot of catching up on content to do. But make sure you guys tune in every single time we are live. If there is ever a time where we won't be live, you will know. But so far we gonna be here live every single week until the end of the year. So with that being said, before we get up out of here, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
For sure, you already know, man. Follow your boy on all things. You see it right there on the scroll line at Highlight Life, HILITE Life, or you can come on over to the Life's a Botch podcast. Shout out to my co-hostess, Miss Ash Benny. We kind of keep it locked and give y'all pretty much what we giving y'all right now here. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little pre-recorded, but still, we do our thing, man. So follow all things Life's a Botch podcast, and we appreciate y'all for sure.
For sure. And as well, make sure you guys keep it locked on this channel as well as Gresh on YouTube. I have a couple of retrospectives that is in the works right now. It is officially going to start TNA month next month as we lead into the rename of Impact back to TNA Wrestling in the new year. So I thought, what better way to keep the channel active than by uploading some retrospectives for you guys? It may be probably around 2 to 3, depending on how fast I can get those out. But if you are already on the patreon.com/Gresh Digital, it will be uploaded as early as, if I get done with it, it'll be uploaded as early as the 1st or the 2nd of this month. It will be that quick. But it's just something fun to do to keep the channel active. Make sure you guys keep it locked on there. Speaking of keeping it locked, make sure you guys keep it locked here on the Gresh Unleashed podcast at Gresh Unleashed, everywhere you get your podcast, or if you want to subscribe to us on YouTube at Gresh Unleashed Pod, and as well as follow yours truly at is Gresh on Twitter, Josh Gresham RG everywhere else, and make sure you guys subscribe to Gresh on YouTube at is Gresh, and make sure you guys, as we get ready to wind down and enter into the holidays, make sure you guys stay safe, stay warm as much as possible. Make sure you guys stay safe out here in these streets. And remember to always keep it real, keep it humble, and stop with the bullshit on social media. And with that being said, make sure you guys stay safe out here in these streets. And remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out. Y'all be breezy.
Yeet.